So we have different people.
And you got a Pentecostal church too.
I know, dude. We're like the most laid back Pentecostal church ever.
I mean, when I went to their church, I had no idea it was Carpenter's Church there in Powdersville, and I had no idea what Carpenter's Church was. You know, I've seen them around the country before, but I've never been to one. And so I'm sitting there in the pew, and I see the little flyer, and it said Pentecostal Holiness.
Mm-hmm.
Being a Baptist, you know, I was like, oh my God. And, but yeah, I mean, but this particular congregation, I've been to some Pentecostals. There was one church in Pickens I went to that they got the jumping around and hollering and shooting up and down and running across the thing. I said, yep, they're about to bring out the snakes.
Oh,
you
my
know?
gosh. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so when they bowed their head to...
They started slapping on people's foreheads and making them fall down.
Yeah, when they started, everybody lowered their head to do the final prayer, I hit the back door, you know.
You're not putting me down.
Yeah, I wasn't, you know. Yeah. I mean, I speak in tongues. I have no problem with the Spirit, but... Yeah, such an expression of the Spirit, you know, kind of blew me away.
We are not that. We are not that.
Definitely not
and
that.
So, yes, we are Pentecostal in denomination, but we're probably the most laid back. And I have to thank, Pastor Chris and his wife Vanessa, sweet salt of the earth. I love those guys. They are probably the biggest doers that I've ever seen. You get a lot of pastors. They get up there, they preach and they teach, and that's some heavy stuff. I mean, you do that day in and day out, every single week. Right. That's pretty heavy. But on top of that, you got your hands and your feet and every little thing in the community outreaches after outreach, and we just got done with our baby shower, and that was pretty heavy an ordeal. And they were heavily involved in that. So.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the baby shower thing? I mean, that's you have baby showers for unwed mothers, or
so basically any mom, any dads out there that are struggling. So this was an idea that my wife had really kind of birthed a little bit in her. It was her burden, and so about 3 or so years ago, this came out of because we used to go to the abortion clinic. And we were part of the prayer group there, and we still are. If we have that kind of time, we'll go over there. But so we should do that. But it's okay to tell people not to abort babies, and that's great if you get them to stop. But then, what about providing resources for them to care for that baby? Right. And that's the problem. I mean, we as a church we step in and we try to persuade them not to abort their child. Okay, you're not going to abort your child? Great, awesome, that's a win. And then we step away. But what about the next day and the next day, the next day? What about caring for the child? And so we wanted to. So I guess my wife, that became a burden with her, and so she wanted to provide a way, like an assistance, a blessing, a ministry towards those women and those men who decided to keep their child, to keep their baby instead of aborting them. But it's not just for them, but it's also for any woman or any single mom. We have the youngest one this year was 15 years old, right? I mean, super young couple, and so they need help. And then you have the dads right there too. So you got single dads out there too. So we don't want to,